this goes back to what we discussed. Building out a risk-based vulnerability management program is a key. That would be the best way, I would say, in my opinion, coming up with ways to prioritize or figure out which ones you want to actually start addressing first. And to build out a risk-based program, you're going to have to first understand what is important to your company, what are your crown jewels, what are the infrastructures that support those crown jewels, because they obviously become important as well. What are the assets that actually support that particular initiative, which also happen to become important. And then coming up with a program where you actually evaluate the risk of exploitability for a specific vulnerability after it has been detected on a particular asset. And how you do that is completely up to you. I mean, you could be using several vendors out there, or you could be using one vendor who can give you this capability. But then at the end of the day, as long as you have a good program in place and you are able to find the problem, because if you don't have a way to find the problem, you don't know it exists. So you should have a great tool that can find the problem. The tool should have the capabilities to be able to tweak based on your requirements, because not everything is going to be a big deal for you. There could be parts in your infrastructure which are not that important, even if it has a SEV 9 or a SEV 10 vulnerability. So the tool should be able to filter out that stuff for you. Once you have done that, and you need to be able to come up with this risk-based engine or this risk-based methodology, kind of is built in custom to your organization. It's not something because a vendor is asking you to do, or it's something that is out there on the public, but what is important to your business, what is important to your company. And once we have that risk-based engine, whether it's through a combination of a vulnerability scan followed by a penetration test, or you have an engine that does both, once you have that risk-based score that you build, filtering out or figuring out which ones are important for you would probably be way more easier than just running a scan and saying, okay, here's a report of all the CBSS scores and all the vulnerabilities that are there.